For a video game character, it's important that they are able to stand out from the background, and in the game that I am making right now, Dark Reflection, that is no different. I've spent the last couple of weeks creating a new main player character, and one of the things that I run into is that he very easily gets lost in the background. The use of colors in certain situations within my game world is fairly important to the way the world works. And the same thing goes for many of the characters. The color use of those characters says something about those characters. Even so, there's a little bit of wiggle room that I use to create a bit more contrast between the character and the ground, but altogether not that much. And there's two other techniques that do way more impact. Number one is creating a backlight. When you want to separate a character from the background of a shot, what you do is you put a light just behind them. And this being a video game, we don't have the luxury of just putting a light behind the character and creating this backlighting effect as easily as we would in a photograph or a film. Because behind the character is very much dependent on where the camera is, and the player has full control over the camera. Instead, what we do is we do a little bit of magic with shaders to fake this effect. Around the edges of the character is being made a little bit brighter to kind of imply this same backlighting technique. Then on top of that, I use stenciling to cut out this character from the background so that I can apply effects specifically to only the character that don't apply to the rest of the world. In this case, all that I did is I just boosted up the brightness of the character a little bit, and because it's only applying to the character and not the background, that naturally also separates it a little bit more from the rest of the world. Now we've gone from this, where the character kind of blends into the grayness of the ground, to this, where it stands out a lot more, without having to compromise the visual storytelling of the areas or the characters themselves.